Hello everybody, hope you're having another blessed day. In today's video, I want to showcase to you guys my new and improved Dark Warrior deck profile for today's format after the good old Zoom bang list, okay? Because someone asked me the other day, can I give you a deck list? And I said you can go to my whole page and you can look at one of the ones I've had on there. But I'm actually playing one that is quite different, at least how it's set up wise, than the ones I've been previously using. Which can be seen today is my new improved 50 card Dark Warrior deck profile. As one would say is the best way to run Dark Warrior, mainly because it's just basically what I love to run besides Melfies, because Melfie is a pretty fun casual deck. But yeah, 50 cards, I think this is the best way to do it, just due to today's format, how you do need to have space for hand traps, and you want to make sure you're not drawing a lot of your equip spells, okay? So with that in mind, let's get into it. Now, with this 50 card deck, what you're going to be running is actually going to be about 8 1-card starters, okay? Yes. So let's see our 8 1-card starters. First one we're going to have is going to be the free connector, okay? Because connector when you normal summon is going to help you special summon out Aquadog from your hand or deck, and Aquadog to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. This is your best normal summon. It's also the one that usually leads to people rage quit and leaving the game. I had someone today on Dolan Book who basically just refused to leave and threw a whole fist fit, cussing me out, saying how he's done, people just ripping his hand. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just going to rip your hand once, so look at your hand. I might not even take anything. But yeah, he threw a hissy fit, so whoopie-doo. Yeah, best normal summon. The other one we're going to be playing, the free of, is going to be the Fanta Knights Torn Scale. Now, this one is technically a bigger package, so this one makes you play the boots and also the cloak. But I very much enjoy it because as compared to Connector, that gets you 4 combo. This one, if you go Torn Scale combo, guarantees that you can go into Appaloosa during your combo, some part of it. So this is basically like a free extender instead of getting a free look at your opponent's hand, which is very, very nice. Because this has that effect when you do banish a Fanta Knights monster, you get the special summon it from the graveyard, okay, which is pretty nice. And a combo is that is basically you normal summon it, uses the effect, discarding a card, you're going to send Cloak to the graveyard. When Cloak goes to the graveyard, you're going to basically banish it to get boots to your hand, spit some of boots, and go into your Isolde, and go for your combo from there. And when you get to the point where you could need like another monster, usually going to be the Isolde and a Plague Sprayer to make Halki Fibrax, you're going to actually banish the boots to search for your rank up early. And you get the special amount of turn scale, use that and your Plague Spreader to get Halki Fibrax, leave an Isolde. And after you get the special Halki Fibrax, you can then use your 2 Link 2s to go into Appaloosa with 2 negates, which is very nice. Alright. And then the last one, because we are playing well with the Fanta Knights package, Armageddon Knight is back again as a 1-card combo. Because you can send either boots or Cloak to the graveyard and banish it to add your 1 Shade Brigandine later on in the game. Which then you can always send the other Fanta Knight to the graveyard to help you search for your rank up. Alright, so that's your 7 normal summons that are 1-card combos, and also 8 being Reinforcement Army, which can also be a extender. Now, speaking of extenders, we are playing a ton of extenders. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many I got here. Alright, so we're playing 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, technically 15 extenders, okay? Also, of course, I talked about the cards, you got your boots, you got your cloak, you got your dolphin. They'll find normal summons, nothing else really. But for extenders, the best one right now, and the one I just now started playing even though I've been hating on it, and this is basically replacing Photon Thrasher because I'm not playing the Thrasher or Red Layers because those kind of get outdated. We're playing the Blue Mountain Butterfly. Mainly because this can help chain block for Connector, help you guarantee you get Dolphin out with the extender, and to get the hand rip. It's very nice. When you open up these 2 cards, unless they have Nibiru, you basically just won the game. And it's really funny because your opponent, I know some people just don't know about chain blocks and stuff like that, or like order of chains, how you can like respond to it. And they'll try to Ash Connector even though you chain Butterfly. And they're like, but I wanted to change the Connector. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You can only change the last card played. And they throw his defend and leave. But yeah, Butterfly at 3, great for the normal summon. Next one we're playing, Free Firefront Ladies. It is still, though I like this one more, this is still the most versatile extender, mainly because you can always spell something out for my Isolde. And when I've had a Isolde, when I add a card from its effect, get drolled. So instead of say extending all my cards, I just send one equip spell because I have enough in my deck. And I just spell summon out one of these with an extender, and I can still end on like a free negate Appaloosa on my turn. And then as long as I can play for your opponents, depending on what deck it is. Next turn, I get my warrior summon again, go for High Soda again, and then we combo off for the second time. So very helpful for that. We're also playing free junk forwards again. He is back in the deck, mainly because, you know, we just want basically a free extender also. And also, it's not too bad because opening up this with any of these extenders, you may just have to normal summon this, which is fine, but still, if you draw up with any of your other cards, it's a free extender to help you get an Appaloosa. Then we're also playing a new card. I like it. It is guaranteed the better junk forward. And it is going to be Extend Save. We're playing 3 of these also. Because the effect is if you control a card, special summon it. Same as junk forward. Only difference is that it is a level 4. And that's big important because sometimes it does come up where you can just special summon this. You normal summon, let's say Connector gets Ash. And they're like, haha, you can't do your full combo. Technically you could. And Horde say, oh, I got Nibiru. Well, guess what? The combo is 1, 2, overlay into double to add and go into Utopia. That's 4. Guess what? That's 10k damage, 4 summons. It does help you again. Same as using the Butterfly if you're going second to OTK and under 4 summons, which is pretty funny when you do that. I do that a lot to Sky Strikers, mainly because, I hate playing that deck. It's really not fun that's back. But, they do play a lot of hand traps, and they do technically stop the high soul they play. So sometimes you just go for this, and you just laugh at them. All right? And then we talked about before, we're playing the One Shade Brigading, and because, you can search it off of the cloak or off of the boots. And then we're still playing the one Instant Fusion. Okay? Instant Fusion, we do have the 2 targets in our extra deck, which we'll talk about it later. One is just the free warrior to help to get into 2 warriors like Solday. And the other one's going to be like a hand trap if you already have 2 warriors to summon. Alright, so we have that. That's our 15 extenders. The 15th would be reinforcing the army to search if you already have 1 card combo. So yeah, right now we have 8 1-card combos, 15 extenders, and 3 other normal summons are okay. We do have another card coming up in a second. There it is, Dark Grepher also in there. He's just what we played, just so in case we do draw into Armageddon Knight or Plague Spreader, we need to get it out of our hands. So we'll spell summon this off like Solday. I would rather not play this, but we do what we do. Alright, now we're going to talk about some of the cards I just do not like at all. And these are going to be mainly just the bricky cards. And I call it the 5-brick combo. Cards we just never, ever want to see. First one's going to be, big old Plague Spreader. If we ever draw this card, we have to try to special summon out Dark Grepher to then pitch this card from our hand and then to send out Armageddon Knight. That's typically the play. Or, if we open up this with Armageddon Knight, that is technically fine. We'll still summon this out. We just got to make sure when we go for Soldy's we add like a dark monster, be it a Torrent Scale or a Butter Spies or a hand. Make sure this goes to the grave. Alright, and this helps us get into Hockey Fibrex. And then, of course, going on for the combo after Hockey Fibrex, we're going to special summon out our Tuner, which again, if you're playing Dark Warrior and you're going into like a searcher, like if you ever play Power Tour Dragon and you have technically the chance to summon this instead and still do your same combo, please do it. I've seen way too many people playing Power Tour Dragon still in Dark Warriors and playing the free DDRs and, using something like a Rose Dragon or a Crusader Averett Man, what you want to call those things, and going for that. Please don't. You're making your deck more bricky than it has to be. This card, if would typically be either Dark Grepher or Armageddon Knight, you synchro off into a Dawn Dragster, which gets you a free spell and trap negate, mind you, and then lets you search out any equipped spell from your deck, being your DDR. Alright. Now, eventually, after you get DDR, you have your Armageddon Knight. You're going to pitch the 1 Zephyrs Elite. This helps you get the reoccurrence of DDR. This card gets basically put that card back in your deck, or back to your deck, but back to your hand, so you can then your Armageddon Knight a second time. Then you do have the rank up your search and your combo to go into Yuga, and double enough things you do for Utopia double. Alright, so yeah, those are basically like the cards I say are the 5 for sure bricks. You don't want to see any of these cards in the 50 card deck, so you don't typically see them that often because that's why I bumped it to 50, because at 40 or 45, you're seeing these cards over 10%, So technically this is a 5 out of 50 chance. So that is only a 10% chance of seeing these cards, which I like that more than doing like 15 or 20%. All right. Now, we're not done yet, okay? Now we got some changes going on with 4 equip spells. Typically, I've been playing like the 6 equip spells. Or was it 2, 4? We've actually been playing 7 equip spells. All right, and we're still playing 7. But we got some changes, okay? We still have the one Divine Sword, because that's basically the deck, Divine Sword the deck. And we're playing only 1 DDR. My previous list has been playing 2 of these because I didn't want to accidentally brick by drawing it or having to send one to the graveyard. So we fixed that, okay? You're still okay to draw 2 equip spells and you can still send 4 to the graveyard and be fine. Alright? But now that we're playing it like this, we don't need to play 2 DDR because technically it was a brick. Now, for our new equip spells, these are going to be, well, technically we are playing also 1 during Dale. We've been playing 2. We're playing at 1. It's technically an extender also if we do draw it. So take that 16 extenders. Alright, but we're also playing 4 new cards. Alright, first one is going to be Axe of Fools. Now this is an extender and technically be a brick if I'm going first, which is, yeah, that happens. But going second, this is actually like a hand trap. Main being, it has the effect I equip to a monster and it gains 1,000 attack, but negates its effects. So boards that end up like an Appaloosa, a Crystal Wing, Boar Savage, whatever. You know, this is a good card to either negate that card all entirely or just bait out and negate. Alright, so I like playing it. It's not bad, and you know, honestly, most of the time, if I'm going first, I just send it to the graveyard. If I draw it, I shuffle it back for a Plague Spreader. You know, a good card to have. Next one, we're playing Living Fossil. Now, I've been on the ropes about playing like the quick spells that revive, saying, you know, typically you just send it to the graveyard. But now that I've been playing this and drawing it as compared to like Sword Deep Seated and, you know, Moonmirror Shield, this thing has been pretty freaking clutch, okay? You know how many times, you know, I try to go for Plague Spreaders on me and they freaking like Ghost Spell it? Because that's actually the thing right now is Ghost Spell is a pretty good card against Sky Striker and all that stuff. Yeah, I didn't drop the fossil, Living Fossil, and then I get to bring my Plague Spreader back, and it is Rage Quit. It is amazing, all right? Similar card is Overdone Barrel, which has almost the exact same like reason why I'm really loving the card. Because basically I always get a level 4 added, typically off of my Isolde. So if I have, let's say, a Fanta Knights, a Junk Ford, a Plague Spreader Zombie in the graveyard, I can now basically ditch that and basically get that card back out in case its fate, the special gets negated. And also helps get, you know, extender for Appaloosa sometimes, both of these cards. Alright, and then the last one, this is the one I don't like at all. It's going to be a Thomas Action Unit, which can come up pretty good if I'm going second. Because then technically, I can take one of my opponent's monsters. So, you know, if they like, hand trap me or ash me and I can keep on extending, I can use that to get their hand trap to my field, so no like link material. But it doesn't typically come up. Actually, when I've been testing, I've not used it once, but it could, you know. But, you know, just another kind of extender can be a potential. So, yep, these are new 7 equip spells. These are also the 7 I think you should be playing. Since they all technically can play 6, yeah, but look, if I play 6 and I draw a Divine Sword, unfortunately sometimes, and let's say, or extend a Living Fossil, how do I get to Armageddon Night? I have to send my DDR. And if that happens, guess what? No combo after that. So that's to say you need to play 7, you're playing Dark Warrior, which is technically, you know, we played the 5 real bricks, and these are technically bricks also, but, you know, most of them would say that's an extender, next extender, you know, and if we draw this, we can search for an extender if we can still have the full combo. So this paired up with any other warrior is full combo, and this paired up with full combo gets you a free extender also. So, you know, not bad. All right, and then to end off the main deck, yeah, this is a long video, but we're being in-depth about this for you guys, okay? We're playing 12 hand traps. Yes, I feel like I'm playing Gokis right now, okay? I'm playing 12 hand traps this time, and you know what? It's been very, very fun. All right, so starting off with playing free Ash Blossom. Because, you know, Ash Blossom is Ash. You can negate the negate the spells from the deck, send from the deck. It's pretty good in today's format. You know, it hits every single deck. All right, next we'll be playing is the free Nibiru, because we do lose hard to combo decks. So we make sure we stop those combo decks. Salmon, great. They summon more than 5 times. Let's see, Drytron, they summon more than 5 times. They can play technically around it, but sometimes they don't. Rarely I've seen some Tri-Brigades play summon more than 5 times. Rarely, so that doesn't help much. Dinosaur summons more than 5 times, as long as you don't get the miscellaneous Saurus. So, it helps pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, and speaking of combos, we're all playing also the free Dark World No More. I love this card because it's the one I sometimes even keep in my deck, potentially if I'm going first in a game 2 or 3. Mainly because, it doesn't hurt my deck at all. Because technically this deck I'm showing you guys does not lose at all to Mystic Mind. Does not lose at all to Dark Ruler. Only thing that can beat this out, really, is like a Kaijus beat this deck. I'll tell you that. Kaijus can beat this deck, but a lot of decks aren't playing Kaijus. And some kind of, let's say, like Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, Chain with Forbidden Drop. I don't know. Basically 2 for 1 cards, okay? That you have to use 2 cards to stop 1 card. Those technically beat this deck also, but that's not going to happen. All right. And then we're also playing free Infinite Permanents due to the meta. Okay, and I do like this card also, man, because if I do play something like say Exchange or Drag Down, mainly just Exchange. This is a hand trap I can actually set before activate Exchange, and then my opponent will get the option to take an Infinite Permanence to their hand, because this card does hurt the deck. You play this card on Saturday's special summon effect, and you're in trouble. All right. So those are 12 hand traps. 12 hand traps of death. All right. So with that, we can now go into the extra deck, a 15-card extra deck. All right. Starting off, here are the 2 instant fusion targets. We got the one for the hand traps, and then Eyes Restrict, which you then usually link off into Appaloosa when we get to that point. And then we got Invoked Raijin. This is a warrior, and technically it can be hopefully bait out in the gate. Could say to have a Bulbasaur Savage. You just play this, and they have to negate it, or the card goes face down. Same with Crystal Wing. Doesn't really come up. I usually don't even go to that. I usually just go into this, because this deck is really consistent at getting an extender and like a full combo. So a lot of times I just go for this card typically just to have a way to bait out a hand trap. All right. Next we have 2 Isoldes, the one for the combo, and then the other one to help OTK. Because you do play enough quit spells that if you can make this go on your second turn, you can go into add let's say monster to your hand, because why not? Send you 1 more quit spell typically, and you go out for a Fire Flint. Then you have the materials to go into a Unicorn to bounce a card if you feel like you need to. It's pretty nice. Right? Then I'm playing the 1 Appaloosa. Man, because it's help. If we have 1 extender, we can go Appaloosa after our summon of Halfway Fibrax, and then we could basically, if we get to this point, we typically won the game. Because then they can't really hand trap us at all. All right, next card is Halcyon Fabrics for the combo. Special summon out the Final Cube. And also, I'll leave this to the down here for right now. Because we do use typically, because on a regular combo of no extenders, there's 2 warriors. We do actually get to use this effect. This is really nice. The special summon a tuner from the extra deck. It's very nice. I'll tell you that when we get to that. There's the Unicorn I talked about. And then, yeah, here are some of the cards. Okay, now first one here, there's the Dawn Dragster. There's a spell and trap negate for Violent Cube. But here's the play. All right, we have our Halky Fibrax. We got our Dawn Dragster. Now the play is when opponent activates spell and trap. Okay, we're going to negate with Dawn Dragster, chain 1, and then chain 2 Halky Fibrax. Now we're going to be summoning out. It's going to be Shooting Riser Dragon. Okay, so this card will get banished, and we'll get Shooting Riser Dragon out. Okay. And now Resolution, this card would go down to level 5 and negate the card. And now this card would get its effect to base reduce its level. We'll actually reduce its level by 4 by sending in for a plethora level 4s. And this will be a level 3. Alright. Then once a new chain starts, okay, we can chain again. We'll use its effect to Synchro Summon. So we'll send these to the grave. And we can actually get out a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So either way, I'm going to be in Appaloosa and a Dawn Dragster, which is a spell to negate and a monster negate, or obviously in it on the Dawn Dragster and Hake Fibrax, which still at the end of the whole combo ends with a spell negate and then a monster negate. So that's really nice. I've followed up recently, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. All right, and the last we have our 5 XYZs. The God card, Yuga. Don't tell anybody, but this probably needs to get banned. But you know what? We'll keep using it. We'll keep abusing it till it happens. And when it does get banned, and then we go back to step 1. All right, so very good card. Very good card. There was the big eye target for it. Used to have the Fanta Knights rank up to go into Yuga. And then we're playing Utopia, okay? I still like Utopia. We summon this alpha combo still. Maybe because we're going second, you know, we just go Utopia double into Utopia, attack of 10k, that's game. And then we're playing the Kaiser. Alright, and the Kaiser helps with special summon out to Utopia into Big Eye. This guy gets 5k thanks to double. And, you know, then we can go into Yuga. Alright, so that's a full-on extra deck, okay? It's very nice indeed, very nice. I like every single card in here. Though, technically, you know, if they can just bring Call by the Grave back to 2 or 3, I can just take this engine out. But, you know, that ain't happening. Alright? And then I'll show you my 15 card side deck. And I'll say these first 3 cards are not ones I'm typically using, at least not in Dolan book. So I'll just put these aside for right now, and I'll show you actually the 12 cards I am using. Alright, so starting on the first 3 cards, they're going to be Drag Down, and the next 3 cards are going to be Exchange, okay? These cards always take the place of Nibiru and Ash Blossom when I'm going first, because vice versa, they just take those cards from my opponent, alright? And there ain't much really else to say. Now, you can say, you know, I could technically keep in Dark Warrior No More and Infinite Impermanence for these cards. Drag Down, yeah, it'll go to the grave. But Exchange, if I have to give my opponent a Infinite Impermanence or Dark Warrior No More, one, I can set the Infinite Impermanence. And then Dark Warrior No More, I'm actually fine if giving to my opponent if I have to. Mainly because they try to activate on me, I can still just chain rank up, go for Yuga, and now negate the Dark Warrior No More, and I'll still be fine, alright? I'll just use my other negates, but I'll still probably win at that point. Alright, next 3 cards, we're playing the free Twin Twisters, mainly because Sky Strikers are back, and I hate Sky Strikers, I hate Eldritch, I hate a lot of back row decks, but also Salamangreats are coming back, which, you know, a Twin Twisters on Salamangreats, if they don't have the negate, is pretty funny, because Salamangreats with no back row typically just loses, alright? And actually, I don't think I've ever lost to Salamangreats deck on Dolan book yet, and because I don't think the deck's that good, alright? You may differ, but that's just what my own personal experience is, okay? Dies heavily, extremely bad to Nibiru, and if you take out the back row at all, you know, they typically lose, because we're going with Abyss Dweller, sure, that's really good, alright? And these are all 1-ups here. There's my Call by the Grave. I'm not playing it in the main deck, man, because I wanted more space for the hand traps, and, you know, going first, if I lose going first because I'm having to go second, whoopie-doo. If I lose going first because I didn't have like a Call by the Grave, yeah, it's a 1. I ain't going to see it. So it's not going to kill me. I only play like technically my real going first cards when I know I'm going first, which is just like Call by the Grave and doesn't help me at all if I'm going second, really. So playing one of those. I'm playing the Harpy's Feather Duster again because we want to take out those back row decks. Take out the Mystic Mind decks, the Sky Striker decks, the Salamangreat decks. It baits out the Tri-Brigade decks. It's very good. And then we're also playing the Red Reboot. Similar, we just take out all those trap decks. Eldritch, Salamangreat. Very good card. Now, these are the last 3 cards in my side deck. Typically in Dolan book, I'm using Lightning Storms, man, because, you know, again, take out those back row, or, you know, those combo decks that just haven't leave everything in attack mode. We take them out that way. But in real life, Lightning Storm is like $85 to $90. It though is hopefully getting a reprint. I don't have the money for that, nor will I spend the money for that. So I put these 3 cards in there. It's going to be free Ghost Spells, because it is very good in today's meta. You know, this does hit like the Ray in the graveyard for Satyrus to hold it doesn't get the spell summon back out. It hits Tri-Brigade really good. It can hit Drytron really good. It hits basically every single deck, and it's probably one of the best hand traps right now in today's format. So yeah, play free Ghost Spell. And this typically will swap out either Imperm, so whatever deck does not really need to be playing. Like, if I'm playing against Sky Striker, I'm taking out Nibiru, I'm tossing this Son of a Gun in there. And probably some mana random stuff like a Red Freeboot, Twin Twisters, you name it. Alright, so yeah, that is the full side deck, and that is the full deck, okay? That's my full 50 card deck. So that's going to do it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That helps you support me and helps me make more videos for you to enjoy. Now, I'll probably be posting a follow-up video of me kind of showing the 2 different versions of the combos of what you can do with this deck. There's typically 2 lines you go down, depending if you have the 2 warriors or the warrior with an extender, okay? And technically, if you have 2 extenders, you can go like 1 more step farther. So I'll probably actually show you probably all 3 if that happens, okay? Now, if that sits is in the video, you know it's time for me to say, I hope the rest of the week is a bless. Hope to see you again in the next video. With that in mind, I'm out.